Hey everybody, it's Jennifer at Studio J Company. I am a little bit early, but I am the next presenter in the, hey Tracy, I'm the next presenter in the Crafty Blessings with Angie's Crafty Friends. And today is Crafter's Choice. The theme on the event is Snowball Fight, but it's not a snowball or snow related theme. So we get to do whatever we want. So let me, I think this is, okay. I had to make sure I have the next crafter up. It's Bluebird Crafting. So Bluebird Crafting is coming up after me, and her link is in the description. Hey Evelyn. Hey Kathy. Okay, so we only have 45 minutes in this event. So I didn't pick a long, drawn out project, so I should be able to finish on time. Hey Becky. Okay, so I had asked a while back what everybody was interested in seeing, like if there was like certain holidays or certain themes or anything like that. And a couple people said farmhouse. So I think I got a good farmhouse project today. Let me pull this up. Okay, so I think I have a good farmhouse project. If you saw the picture I posted earlier, it kind of gave you a hint, but I've been playing around with my Glowforge with a couple of kits that I have. So let me get this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I cut out, it's totally decorative. It's not functional. It's not a cutting board. So it's MDF. So, hi Anita. I am going to, hey Angie, I'm going to take this. Okay, I've got a couple of pieces, so I've just been playing around with them. It comes with, and it's going to be on my, it's going to be in my Etsy shop. I haven't put it in there yet because I got to get pictures. So I'm going to take this little faux cutting board, and I've got this piece here, which is just a, this was originally supposed to be an ornament, and I enlarged it. So I'm just, I'm winging it, y'all. And it came with this, but I don't think I'm going to use this piece here, because I think I'm going to use hang on. I'm going to use some, it's still faux greenery, but it's just not, you know, hard like that. Hey Melissa, thanks for sprinkling. You love it already. Hey, that's a good sign. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And then, okay, now I've got it in a couple different animals, I guess you could say, farm animals. So, but I'm going to do the bunny today. I like the bunny. But I've also got the pig. He's cute. And I've got a cow. And I've got, okay, I've got a chicken, but I was kind of playing with the chicken before this live started. So I'll show y'all that one at the end because I did it a little different. And I also have, I know a lot of people love those Highland cows. You know, the shaggy cows. I've got, let me see if I can hold it over there. These, I think that would be a cute one too. I gotta think about him on how to paint him or her. But, oh, it's a her because she has a little flower that goes in her shaggy hair. So I'm gonna say it's a she, right? Hi Judy. Hi Marcia. Okay, so I have 45 minutes and I have not finished on time on one of the lives, so I don't want that to happen again. So I'm gonna start. So, thoughts to treasures. Hello, y'all. Welcome. If anybody's new here, comment new and tell me where you're watching from. My name's Jennifer. If you've never been on my page before, I'm Jennifer. This is Studio J Company. I'm in Georgia, and it's cold here today. a big version of that cow. I have a big version of that cow. I had one at Christmas, and I never got around to painting it, but it said, he had on a little hat, Santa hat, and it said "Sleigh bells ring, are you listening?" And it had the little bells with the cow. But then I actually shrunk this down to fit on here, so I can get one of those too. All right, so I'm gonna do this very plain because I don't decorate a lot with farmhouse, but I do a lot more colors. But I'm going to try to keep this one very simple, for one, because we don't have a whole lot of time to do this. But also, this is supposed to look like chicken wire. I don't know if anybody saw that pumpkin I did last fall. It was a white pumpkin with black chicken wire on it. It was a wooden pumpkin. I'll have to post a picture of that, but it was real black vinyl coated chicken wire, and it was so pretty, and it was really popular. So I'm thinking this might be too. Okay, so this has this ring and this piece, and I think I'm going to put this one underneath just to kind of like a riser to make the faux chicken wire look like it stands out more, because it'll have like a little space back there. So, but I think you could do it either way. You could do it like that, and it would be like a border. That's backwards. So, and then just line those up. I'm going to cover this anyway. Like I said, this was originally supposed to be an ornament, and I enlarged it to fit on here. So I'm going to cover that up with, I got some black and white buffalo check ribbon. So we're going to hide that anyway. And then I'm going to leave that there. I was going to tie something there, but then I thought that's where you could hang it. So, okay, so let's get started. I'm going to do it I know farmhouse, basic farmhouse is very just simple. It's blacks, whites, maybe some grays. I'll probably paint one of these a different way later, but I'm going to just keep this one real simple. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Ralph Taylor II. Hey, Marcia. Okay. You love farm animals? I have, oh my gosh, this file I have has the goose, the duck, the chicken, the rooster, the sheep, the goat. I mean, everything. I just cut out a few that I know, you know. I didn't want to cut them all out. Okay, I'm going to start out. I'm going to paint this white, just plain old white. I'll tilt y'all down just a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's see. Roll up my sleeves. Okay, I washed all my brushes, and oh, I was gonna say I can't find the one I was looking for. Do you do that? Do you clean up something and then you can't find it? Okay. Windmills. I didn't think about windmills. Yeah, this had all the farm animals. Hey, Tina Jo. Hi, Diane. Okay. May have put too much paint on here. Beverly. Hey, Paula. Yeah, that's me. And I'm about to, actually, when I get off here, I'm going to have to start organizing my craft space because actually I am taking up 2 rooms in our house. And that's not good. But we're getting ready to, y'all, we've been remodeling our house 19, 20, 20, for 3 years now. And we're just now getting to the upstairs. We did our main floor, then we did our basement, and we were a week away from being done with the basement, and we were gonna plan to do the upstairs, and we had a major flood and it destroyed our basement and it had to be gutted. And so we spent last year starting over with that. So now we're finally getting to up here, and I have a gazillion little, you know, when you have a craft room, you have a lot of, I hate to say junk, but you have a lot of junk to most people. So my husband doesn't want to touch it. He's like, I don't know what's what and what's important and what's garbage, because to him it would all be garbage. He can see a pile of stuff out in the garage and say, can I throw that away? And I'm like, no, that's crafting stuff. He just doesn't get it. So I went to Dollar Tree earlier and I got a whole bunch of those little containers, and you know, they look like candy. They're plastic. They look like clear, like candy canisters or something. So I got a whole bunch of those. So we'll see what happens. Okay. I'm gonna sit this to the side to dry, and we'll work on our, I'm just gonna paint this black. And I'm gonna paint the chicken wire black too. The faux chicken wire. Yeah, that's me. There was a stack of stuff. This was a couple years ago. There was a stack of stuff out in the garage, and he picked it up to throw it away. It was like an old frame and a whole bunch of stuff, some wood. I was like, no, don't throw that away. And I ended up like, it was a small stack of stuff. I ended up making stuff out of it and selling it, and I think I made like $100 and something. And he's like, off that pile of junk. But it turned out, I mean, it was like scraps of barn wood and stuff like that. But so yeah, he didn't get it. That's our stuff. I need black. Okay. Oh, it's black. It's not coming out. Okay. I think I left the lid of my black open. It's kind of clogged. Well, Diane, you get very crafty in your corner. You make some pretty stuff. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't know why I rinsed that. I'm going to paint these with this sponge because it's just easier to whip it on there. Hi, Shamara. Y'all, if you're new, comment new and tell me where you're watching from. And if you haven't been on my page before, I'm Jennifer. Welcome in. See how quick that was? It's just, you don't have all that globby paint. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, this is much easier. Okay. Okay, so we got our faux chicken wire. Set this aside. All right. I'm going to do a white bunny. I'm going to keep this black and white. Very simple, classic. Hey, Pamela. Hey, Beverly. Beverly Ann. Not new. I got hacked. You got hacked last night. That's awful. There's a lot of people getting hacked right now. Or people imitating other people's pages, like stealing their pictures and everything. People need a hobby. Okay. Oh, paint our bunny. Pamela, Colorado. Ooh, what's the weather like in Colorado? When I think of Colorado, I always think of snow and mountains, skiing. Never been skiing though. All right. Snow. I don't think we'll get snow this year. We rarely get snow in Georgia. Erie, Pennsylvania. I always love seeing where people are watching from. Because, you know, when I first started this page, like back in September, I've had this page for years, but I didn't use it. Well, I kind of used it as a photo album because I used to do pottery. So all I did was just post pictures of my pottery. But I started using it, you know, to do Facebook Lives in September. And when I first started out, it only showed my posts and my videos to my friends, like people from high school. So that's about all that was coming on. And then after a couple weeks, it started giving a few more people. But I would even have to tell, like some family, I had to tell them, go look for this page because they had not heard of it. So I always like to ask, where are you watching from? Dublin, Georgia. I don't even know where Dublin, Georgia is. Do you know where it's at? Like in reference, like, okay, like from like the Atlanta airport, like Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Is Dublin, I've never heard of Dublin. I'm about, I think 30 minutes south of the airport. I think it depends who's driving. Okay. I got my white bunny. Let's see. And like I said, it comes with this to go on top. So you could paint like the green and then do whatever here, and you could even put a bow to hide that. You could use that as your greenery and just put a bow to hide that bow if you wanted to. But I'm gonna do my own bow, so I'm just gonna leave that part off. Okay. Let me take these off. Let me dry this really fast. Between Atlanta and Savannah, Lawrence County. Now, I've been to Savannah before. East of Macon. I know where Macon is too. Okay. I've never heard of it though, but now I know. Okay, so I'm just gonna start building it up. And I like to use wood glue. You can use hot glue, but I feel like it always pops off. Or you could use a little of both, just for like instant, just so it'll stick right away. But then the wood glue will be long term. I'm gonna put a little of that. Okay, I'm just gonna eyeball this. Hey, Catherine. Ralph, do you live in Georgia now? Okay. And then I'm just gonna glue this one on top of that one. Maryland. Clamps. I love these little clamps. They're so cute. We went into Harbor Freight, I guess about 2 weeks ago. My husband's just looking at like weird little tools and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I found all these little things for crafting. Okay, so ignore the clamps, but here's where we're at so far. But see how it kind of sticks out a little bit? I know you can't really see it, but it kind of, because I put that other piece under it, it's lifted up off of it. So, all right. So, And then we're gonna put our bunny. Bunny's gonna go right in the middle. I feel like the bunny should have like a little bow and maybe some greenery, if I have some tiny greenery. I have this greenery. I don't want to be too big. I don't know. All right, we'll see. I got this ribbon at Home Goods TJ Maxx around Christmas. But it's got three ribbons. It's got a lot on it too. $7.99. All right, so I'm just gonna do, how are we on time? I'm gonna do a simple little bow up here. Hi, Betty. Hey, Barry. Okay. Hey, Connie. All right, let me unwind some of this. Doing like a very plain little bow, but I'm keeping it simple. I think the squirrel is back. There's a squirrel, and I don't know if it's the same squirrel. There's a squirrel that comes every year, and it makes a nest in the columns on our front porch. And I see it because it pokes its head out, and it runs across the porch like all hours of the day and night. And then it's been getting like in the, not the attic, but there's like an unfinished space. I know it's getting in there. I just heard it. I'm hearing it again. But it had babies in the column, and then one of them chewed a hole in the column. It was like a bird house, but it's a column. But it's these squirrels. I just heard it. All right. I said I was doing a simple bow. This one might be a little bit complicated. So I'll spread it out. Okay, let me cut this. Spread them out. Hi, Kay. quality. All right, I give up. It'd be cute. All right, I'm gonna tie it on. Okay, take these clamps off now. I think I'm gonna glue it on instead of tying it on. All right, so I'm gonna take, I think I pulled the, I don't know what I got this off of. I like bought something and I just plucked all this greenery off of it. It might have been some clearance little potted plant thing, but I just liked the greenery. So I just plucked it off and put it in a Ziploc baggie. I'm just gonna tuck it up under the bow with some glue. Thank you for sprinkling, Diane. And y'all, if you're new, if anybody new has popped on, I'm Jennifer. Welcome. I hope you'll hit that follow button so you can come back, see more good things. Okay. Okay, here's where we're at so far. I've got lots of glue strings. All right, and then our bunny, it's gonna go right in the middle. Maybe down a little lower. wish I had like a little skinny, oh, I think I do. Hey Cassandra, thanks for sprinkling. Okay. Hang on one second. I think I've got a thinner buffalo check. Just kidding, I don't. Or at least not in here. All my stuff is scattered everywhere. So, okay, I'm gonna skip that part then. But, let's see where we're at. Okay. Can y'all see that? I need to trim these up. Okay. There we go. But yeah, I like the bunny because, you know, spring's coming up, Easter. Okay, so I did, I have time, yeah. Okay, so I was playing around with the chicken, and I did the chicken in red. I don't know, I was just trying to think of different things, different color. I like black and white though, but I would probably paint the bunny like, I don't know, like a bunny colors, you know, instead of just solids. But and then I thought that pop of red was cute. There's a rooster also. The rooster would be pretty in red. So, but yeah, it comes, there's also the pig. I like the pig. Pig in pink would be cute. So there's the pig. There's the cow, or I think that's a bull. I think it's a bull. Yeah, that's a bull. Okay. I bet there's a cow on there too. I didn't cut it. But there's a goose, there's a duck, there's a chick, like a little baby chick. There's a goat, there's a sheep. But yeah, but this one, okay. The Highland cow, these are really popular right now. I see them all the time, like in Kirkland's, really pretty pictures. But let's see that. And then she's got, it's a girl, because, oh, but there's also the little horns. I started to say antlers. Those, and then she has a little flower. There we go. Right there. Isn't she cute? We're gonna have to paint one of these. And yes, I have a bigger one too, so I'll paint that too. Who was asking for a bigger one? We'll have to paint that one next time. I was telling my husband I want to come up with like theme days, and I was thinking because a lot of people had said they wanted to see more farmhouse stuff. We could do farmhouse Fridays. Either I'll do a live with a farmhouse theme, or if I'm in an event that's not farmhouse, I will just have to post a picture of something because I can't do a live with it unless I can incorporate it into whatever the theme is. But so yeah, there's my Farmhouse Friday little craft, and there's just a bonus one. I like the chicken too. It's cute. But these will be in my shop. I just had to get some painted to get pictures. But so which one do y'all like better? Bunny or chicken? Or that cow, that Highland cow? Yes, yes, it could be honeycomb instead of chicken wire. I love bees. I have like honeybees on some coffee mugs because I do, in the summertime, I do my coffee bar in bees. All three. Well, okay. I still have 4 minutes. So, what can we talk about? I feel like there was something up here. I did go to Dollar Tree today, and they have a lot. Well, the one I went to is not my favorite around here. But let me show y'all. Let me show you some ribbon. They had some of their Easter stuff out. Look at this. Wow, the glare. Look at this bunny ribbon. Isn't that cute? It's the wired ribbon. Now, this was at the Dollar Tree Plus, so it was $3, but that's super cute. That's a lot. Look how much ribbon you get. 36 feet for $3. They had it in yellow, tan, blue. I can't remember what other colors. And then I got these. Let's bring up them so you can see. These are also 36 feet for $3. I feel like I got another one too. I took pictures of some stuff that I didn't get, so I'll post it and show y'all. But look at these. Aren't they pretty? They're pretty for spring, for Easter. And yeah, it's a ton of ribbon for $3. All right, y'all. My time is wrapping up, and in the description there's a link for Bluebird Crafting. She's up after me in like 1 minute, so from here y'all can go over and check out and see what she does, because it's crafter's choice, so there's no telling what everybody's doing today. It could be totally different. So y'all go check that out. And if you missed any of the other crafters today on that schedule, you can go to the group. Their link is in the description also for Crafty Blessings with Angie's Crafty Friends. That's a long one. All of the videos will be there on replay, and you can go check them all out. So other than that, happy Friday, happy weekend. And I will probably be back on here this weekend because I got a ton of things to show y'all. So y'all have a good weekend and go check them out. Bye.